and then the freeway, then the highway, then leads into the Dutchtown Interregional Municipal Airport. And I'm sorry, Gus, but it puts your airstrip to shame.
My airship isn't a public airstrip anyways, it's a military airstrip. I think it's World War II.
And I'll start off with the beginning. Basically, people who are on, who are entering into the airport will then come in through the arrivals area over here.
Alright.
I can't look at this thing without laughing.
And you then enter
Head
through here,
nod.
so this is ticketing and baggage check-in.
Well, but when chat,
So people would
does
then
your
put-
airstrip have any odd conspiracy hangers?
I'll talk about that in a sec. You then put your baggage in here, they'll put it in the back, and they'll be taken to another area. Now over here is security check. What you're supposed to do is, 1, put all your stuff into the chest here, all your baggage and stuff, and then you have to walk through the detector.
Screw that, I'm walking through with my diamond sword.
And then over
Deal
here...
with that, TSA.
And then over here... there's the, I added some PSAs over here. Like, report any suspicious activity, and guess who's on the no-fly list?
Edmod and Real Brick, apparently.
The duel.
Yep. And then here's the waiting area for the terminals. And then down below is the actual area where people will board the plane. So they would get outside, they would then walk on the tarmac and board the plane itself.
Where is the plane?
Sadly, there are no planes. We need a plane spot. And then
I can make
over
a plane
here,
if
like-
you want.
no,
You
thanks.
guys are plain out of luck. But
You're not blush. And then over here, people who would then deboard the plane come back into the arrivals area here, back where you guys just left. They then walk all the way, because they're not allowed to go through the main entrance, so they walk into the arrivals area. And then baggage claim is over here. So baggage
think
claim
that's for me.
would be right here. And then over here is the servicing area. This is where all the baggage is transferred into the baggage claim area. And now onto the airport, airstrip itself. The airstrip is designed to, I believe, FAA regulations, or as much as I could, while keeping it in scale. So it includes all the right aerial markings for an airplane. So it includes the pre-section, the pre-entrance, then the actual entrance itself, 3 arrows. So the airplanes will then line up here and then turn onto the runway here. Threshold markers, which are these 4 parallel lines. The runway number is actually designed to be, so it's actually relevant. It's not 4.2 or 6.9 because north is 360 degrees, and to FAA regulations and international regulations, all runways that are pointing north must be 3.6 to indicate 360. So basically, runway numbers are determined by the angle at which they're pointing. And then touchdown markers, maximum distance markers, and then obviously the center line. And it leads to over here, and all planes must take off in this direction.
Well, my airstrip has the correct markings for World War II British airstrip. Anyways, it's the New England one. I'm fine, and I'm really qualified.
And then back at the normal end, there is not threshold indicators, but approach indicators. So you've probably seen these at airports before. So basically, it's wooden fences with metallic fence-like things with red lights on the top when the airplane's approaching. They then follow these red lights in to land.
Never seen a redstone torch wooden fence in an airport before, actually.
that is extremely cool,
not gonna be
Chance. I never
reservoir,
knew
it's
all
just
that
making-
stuff. All about the tarmac and the markings and everything. As Burrow Dizzy said, you learn something new every day. Hey,
Yeah.
guess what, everyone? Pixelated Pickaxe, it's educational! Oh yeah!
Yeah, and then the taxiways here. These have this gold center line because if you never noticed, there's like yellow lines in the middle of every single runway or taxiway on the videos. I mean, not the videos, on the runways. And this is to help direct the airplane, so the airplanes basically follow the yellow lines to the terminals. And they
That's
then also read
extremely
off
cool.
they also read off these intersection panels here. Red indicates runway, black indicates the current taxiway you would be on, and yellow indicates another taxiway. And so then they would follow these taxiways. And then over here I have my the tower. If you're gonna really fool around with airplane talk, I can beat you with it, hands down. I can actually listen to them talk and understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can't. Well, I can understand New England regulations, so I'm fine.
Well, I understand real regulations, because that's much more relevant.
Oh god, there's no control panels, we're all screwed!
I have buttons and levers.
Could you see my name?
tower is
Because I was hiding here.
See, AX, my control tower at least have buttons and levers. So it's a good Minecraft control unit. Because that's everything that you control.
What's your vector, Victor? That's about all the airplane talk I know.
Yep, I've played so much Flight Simulator that I basically can understand the lingo. And over here I have parking zones for the aircraft and maintenance hangars for the airplanes.
I have a flight simulator, but I rage quit after flying into a control tower. Quick silence.
Okay, back.
Yep, and so these are the maintenance hangars. Sadly, the doors do not function.
Pity.
Last for bear.
And then, with the airport aside, and basically everything else is basically been covered, and I'll leave you off with the penthouse, pun by me.
Yep, this is probably the best structure on the entire server. Hands down.
What about my temple?
Nope. The penthouse is definitely the best. Everything else pales in comparison to the majesty that is known as the penthouse.
Hey, have you seen the chest?
But seriously though, here you go guys, that was all the stuff built by chance. You know, I don't know how long this video went on, but holy crap, it's going to be probably a multi-part series because Chance you build way too much stuff. Extremely cool. I really like a lot of the stuff that you've built. I'm especially impressed by the airport. All the research you did into it, all the stuff you know, getting all the markings right. That is very cool. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That's pretty much all the stuff that Chance has built on the server. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later. Farewell! Bye!